Secular or Solomon?
Okay, you've stumbled upon America's fastest growing internet game show, Asterix completely unproven stat. Here's what we're after. We're checking your knowledge of Proverbs, wisdom in the world. Does it come from the Bible, or does it come from somewhere else? So the premise of the game is I'm going to give you a proverb, a bit of wisdom. You're going to tell me whether it is from Scripture, whether it's Solomon, or whether it is secular, coming from the rest of the world. And if it's from the rest of the world, you're going to give me country of origin, because we gotta find out where this stuff is coming from.
Yeah.
Where's this hiding out at? That's the deal. Greg, you in with the premise of the game?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Hold on. We're in. All right, here we go. Everyone, Mike, don't look at the screen.
Got it.
All right, starting with Dan Hudson, secular or Solomon. He who goes to bed hungry dreams of pancakes.
Oh, boy. I'm going to call that a secular, and that's got to be Swedish.
The Swedes dream of pancakes if they go to bed hungry. Greg Hudson.
Oh, I mean, I think it's secular too, but I'm going to go with waffles are from Belgium, so we're going to go Netherlands, 'cause it's right next door.
It's the neighbor. You don't think it comes from the core source. It's from the neighbors?
It's the neighbors, because Belgians, waffles, right next door.
Okay,
Netherlands.
I understand. All right.
Dutch pancakes.
Your reasoning is sound. It cannot be denied. Mike.
Nope, you had the spear in your hand and you threw it behind you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go with secular, and I'm going to go Belgium.
Oh, Mike's in for Belgium. He's going hitting at the home quarters.
I wouldn't even have guessed that, but Greg seems to know things.
Those are waffles, Mike.
What do you mean?
He who goes to bed hungry dreams of pancakes.
Got to be their cousins.
Yeah.
It could be, yeah.
Well,
Swedes.
because he doesn't have them. He's stuffed full of waffles, and he's like, man, my kingdom for a pancake.
Is that be Flemish? Is that from the former nation of Flanders?
No.
Oh,
That's
darn.
Mike. Deduct points from Greg Hudson.
Yeah, got it. It's negative 15. Hudson.
Can't mention Flanders?
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Super religious.
You give a guy a bathroom break. Here we go. He who goes to bed hungry dreams of pancakes. It is indeed secular Malta.
Oh,
Malta.
I believe that's where Paul had a little snake on his hand, correct?
That's right.
if you wanted to get to Malta from Belgium, is it a ship or is it?
It's a value meal.
Can you go through the land? Is it a land travel?
We'll get to Italy and then hop on a boat.
There's
Yeah, you got to take a boat.
Yeah, it's-
Okay. Yeah. I'm asking for other people just
Of
to help
course.
them
Yeah.
orient themselves.
That's
I'm
just
gonna head
wild to
over-
me that they have their own proverbs. Not that I think they're dumb people.
That's not
but,
offensive at all, Dan.
They hang out with snakes.
You know, I'm surprised. I've
Maltese
always
wisdom?
thought of Malta as a nation of dummies. I just
That's
had no
weird.
idea.
Couldn't you even put together wisdom in your small country?
Maybe a smart guy visited there and wrote it. I don't know.
That's a fortune cookie.
I think Dan's got a little biblical thing here, because I think when Paul visits, it says, and the natives, it uses the word the natives, at least
Yeah.
in New King James, like the natives came out and they started a fire and
They
the
got no
snake
wisdom?
came out. I believe the natives is the, so I think that may be clouding you a
I
little
mean,
bit.
maybe it remained after Paul's visit. Paul spoke of nothing but pancakes. He was a hungry man. All right, secular
Difference.
Solomon. Leave your simple ways and live and walk in the way of insight. Secular or Solomon? Greg Hudson.
Oh, let's go. That sounds all right. We'll stick with Solomon. Origin, the Bible.
Okay. Greg's in for Solomon. Mike. Leave your simple ways and live and walk in the way of insight.
Yeah, that does have a lot. It rings as Solomon. I'm going to go with Solomon.
Solomon. Dan.
Yeah, I'm going to call that about a Proverbs 2:17. Solomon.
Approximately, circa, very specific Proverbs 2:17. Leave your simple ways and live and walk in the way of insight is indeed Solomon, Proverbs 9:5. 9:5.
Solid, Dan.
Got the right book. That's great. Good work.
It just seemed early proverb to me.
Early Proverbs, verse 17. Very specific.
Mike, assess Dan with an overreach penalty.
Yeah. I don't even get a marker out when it's Dan's turn. I just don't even write his points down anymore.
Secular or Solomon? Mike, whoever belittles his neighbor lacks sense, but a man of understanding remains silent.
Okay, yeah, that's Solomon.
Mike's in for Solomon. Dan.
I'm going Solomon.
Solomon is, I mean, you want to wager, I guess?
I'm going to go about 21.
About 21.
21-14.
Greg Hudson.
Oh, my father always told me to give in to peer pressure, so we'll go Solomon.
All right, Greg Hudson's in for Solomon. I like Dan's approximations of very specific amounts. I have around $110.28.
Give or take.
Approximately. Whoever belittles his neighbor lacks sense. Mike, quit belittling Dan.
Right.
But
I moved away for Dan for this specific purpose.
but a man of understanding remains silent. I will give credit to only the thrift store priest who was taking it easy during this round. That is indeed Solomon, Proverbs 11.
Yeah, right on.
All right, here we go. Secular or Solomon. A man is commended according to his good sense, but one of twisted mind is despised. A man is commended according to his good sense, but one of twisted mind is despised. Dan Hudson.
Well, it sure sounds like a Solomon thing, but sometimes you trick us on those. Could it be Arabian or something? But I'm just gonna go Solomon.
Dan stays in with Solomon.
I'll go secular. I like, I think, country of origin, place of origin. I think South Asia sounds pretty good to me.
Not a country.
You said place of origin.
No,
I didn't.
No.
You said place of origin and then inserted South Asia.
South
Hey,
Asia.
this is the second time this happened.
Let's go.
You noticed earlier when I asked the question, Greg goes, I don't want to answer that question. If I change the question a bit, I will answer this question.
I mean, we could just change the name of the show, the Greg Hudson Show, if this is how it's going to run.
Re-elect Greg.
All right, Ben, move out of that seat. Clearly, we have a consensus that I'm in the good chair from here on out. No, we'll call it British India. That gives me some outs.
What do you
because
want?
As an era.
They could be Pakistan, then it could be India, they could be Afghanistan.
All right, here's
so
the deal.
many different things.
I'm assigning you the Dominican Republic.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right.
It's lovely.
Greg's in with the Dominican Republic. A man is commended according to his good sense, but one of twisted mind is despised. Mike.
Solomon.
Mike's in for Solomon. All right. Man is commended according to his good sense, but one of twisted mind is despised. It is indeed Solomon. Proverbs 12.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, it's got to do with sense. That's Solomon. Solomon only talks about sense.
Other people talk about sense.
Not as much as Solomon.
Sure.
I mean,
It's certainly not the Dominican Republic.
and certainly not the South Asians.
Lame.
It's a little dicey there.
All right. Secular or Solomon. Greg, this one's for you. Whoever is slothful will not roast his game, but the diligent man will get precious wealth.
Secular, South Asia.
No amount of ribbing will change his ways.
Nope. Greg Hudson's in for secular Greenland. Mike.
One more time.
Whoever is slothful will not roast his game, but the diligent man will get a precious wealth.
Boy, I just doesn't make a lick of sense to me, Ben. Which means it's probably Solomon.
If you're, it's a slothful man, like a man who kills the game but doesn't roast it. He's slothful, but the diligent man gets precious wealth because he follows through on the things that he started.
I mean, what's the difference between a cooked game and a not cooked game? I mean, a couple bucks?
Intestinal distress?
No. No,
Why?
Solomon. That's Solomon, Ben.
All right, Mike's in for Solomon. Dan.
I'm going to go Solomon, Proverbs 18 and verse 4.
Nope, Dan.
Whoever is slothful.
Even Greg knows the difference. He names entire continents as answers.
Earth.
Whoever is slothful will not roast his game, but the diligent man will get precious wealth. It is indeed Solomon, Proverbs 12:27.
We're getting closer.
12:27.
Boy, I got to say, the scores are really matching up in my favor tonight, fellas.
You're doing great.
I mean, Greenland only has the Book of Mormon, Greg. Everybody knows that. Secular or... Wait, who do I start with? Greg. All right, Mike, you're up. Secular or Solomon. Bargain like a gypsy, but pay like a gentleman. Bargain like a gypsy, but pay like a gentleman. Secular or Solomon. Mike.
I'm going to go secular, and I'm going to go Palestine. Not South Asia. Palestine.
Mike's in for Palestine.
Palestine.
Dan.
Okay, I'm going to go secular, and I'm...
Who has lots of gypsies? Who's a
I
gypsy
am
type
really
country?
feeling France.
No, Italy.
I was going to say that I forgot. I got distracted, but I'm going to stick with
He
France.
said France. Secular, Italy. I'm moving things along. What's the deal?
I thought you were arguing with Dan on his
No,
turn.
he's testing France. I'm guessing Italy.
All right.
This entire conversation is taking too long.
You've blown the formality. Greg
Oh,
says
excuse me.
secular Italy.
Would you like to ask me? Officially.
I don't care for this tantrum, Greg.
You're right. My fault completely.
10 points.
Bargain like a gypsy.
Hey, Dan, you don't decide the points.
I'm bargaining.
This room's getting out of hand.
All right, bargain like a gypsy, pay like a gentleman. It is indeed secular Hungary. There you go. Hungry. See, now, had you actually worn through gypsy countries, you would have gotten this.
Sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to stop you from your surface level.
I feel shut down.
Secular or Solomon. Oh, shoot, this is going to give it away. This is Dan. A scoffer does not like to be reproved. He will not go to the wise. A scoffer does not like to be reproved. He will not go to the wise. Secular or Solomon?
Well, that is Solomon, and we're gonna go chapter 26.
Unnecessary.
Okay. I'm going to wear the red underpants.
Don't scoff
today.
me.
All right, Dan's with chapter 26. Greg Hudson. Yes, it is now your turn.
Oh, is it my turn to speak?
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, fantastic.
You're acting like a child, Greg.
I waited patiently. Fine. It's Solomon in Proverbs 3:7.
All right, Mike.
Solomon, no chapter distinction. Just a broad book.
All right. A Greg Hudson does not like to be reproved. He will not go to the wise. It is indeed Solomon, Proverbs 15.
Ooh,
All right.
27's close.
Here we go. Secular or Solomon, starting with Greg. Let's see. When you go to a donkey's house, don't talk about ears. When you go to a donkey's house, don't talk about ears. Secular or Solomon?
We will call it secular, and in the spirit of playing this game correctly, I will say Great Britain.
I don't know what type of bigotry you're implying. Mike.
I'm gonna go.
Is that not where Shrek took place?
Is it really? Is that the land of?
Mike Myers sounds pretty British to me.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna
He's
go.
from Canada.
Eh?
Well, not in
All
that-
right, Mike.
Okay, he's an actor, Ben. He
Yeah.
portrays all kinds of people.
Sure
Okay,
does.
I'm gonna go secular and Palestine.
Excellent. Dan, when you go to a donkey's house, don't talk about ears.
Now, interestingly enough, I had lunch with someone today who has a donkey, and in our conversation, I'm pretty sure that sounded like something that would come out of the Republic of Congo.
All right, then.
Yeah, secular.
All right. When you go to a donkey's house, don't talk about ears. It is indeed secular Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that Congo answer is pretty good.
I mean, that's at least that's
Should have went back Dominican Republic. That's super close.
2 points, Ben. 2 points to Dan.
Oh,
Congratulations, Dan.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you,
job,
thank
Dan.
It's the conversation I had at lunch.
Obviously.
Secular or Solomon, Greg Hudson, seize opportunity by the beard, for it is bold behind. Oh, Mike, you're up. Sorry.
Secular Russia.
Secular Russia. Dan.
Yeah, that's secular. That's a Scottish.
Introduce Greg Hudson, Ben.
Seize opportunity by the beard,
I was coughing.
for it is bold behind.
Secular Soviet Union.
Go ahead, Greg Hudson.
Didn't I say Russia?
I'm going older.
You know I can't distinguish what you're saying. Dang it! I hate being the riffraff. I don't know anything.
Mike, you're being insulted.
By a scuffer.
A known scoffer.
I'm going older. I thought they were the same thing.
He's a nefarious donkey gossip. All right, that is secular Bulgaria.
Dang it!
Secular
That
Bulgaria.
was really close. That's
See?
close.
Yeah,
That's Eastern Bloc.
I
That's
knew
great.
that.
What
Of course I did.
Scotland.
He's like, well, did I get it right on? Was it
I had to
definitely
be
right?
close. Maybe not.
All right, here we go. Final round. Where am I at? Dan, here we go. Under capitalism, man exploits man. Under socialism, the reverse is true. Secular or Solomon?
That sounds pretty Solomon.
Solomon hated
But I'm going
capitalism.
secular. And that's Canadian all the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Canadian.
Mike, are you
Canada.
voting Canadian or are you just supporting Dan?
I just like to support Dan.
Okay, excellent.
I
Greg,
appreciate that.
Negative 10. Dan.
Greg Hudson, under capitalism, man exploits man. Under
No,
socialism, the reverse is true.
Go secular Great Britain again.
Secular Greg Gritton. Mike.
Secular Palestine. One of these days it's
No
going to
room for
ring, Ben.
capitalism.
That bell can't be unrung forever.
All right, under capitalism, man exploits man. Under socialism, the reverse is true. That is secular Poland.
Oh, man.
Poland.
Wow.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, man.
Okay, final tally. Mike had 110 points. I think Greg had probably about 75. And Dan was slightly out of the negatives at 4.
All right. Good game, guys.
Man, that's pretty good. Nice job, everybody. All right, you were listening to America's fastest growing internet game show, Secular versus